17 and 18. Okay, so everybody is here and accounted for. These calves are looking good. Well, today's Sunday. I guess we processed them through the chute there on Wednesday. Number 19, you're stuck in there. You need to walk out and around. They're in decent shape on hay, but tell you what, if not today, we're going to have to put out a roll tomorrow. I may check on that this afternoon and go ahead and get a roll put out for them so that I'm not pressed for time doing it on my lunch break on a Monday or before daylight. But hey, y'all looky here. I don't know if you can tell. Looky there. There's moisture there. I wouldn't quite call it mud. But yeah, we got a rain. This time yesterday, it was still raining. It started, I don't know, about 3 o'clock or so in the morning and rained till, I don't know, trying to remember what all. We had a ball tournament yesterday. Got to go back to a ball tournament today. It was still like kind of trying to sprinkle when we left the house. Yeah, about 8 o'clock or so yesterday morning, something like that. But anyway, we got just a little over an inch here at home. We're right up the road. Check on those other calves right now, see how much we ended up catching there. It was still raining, coming a pretty good little drizzle when we were there yesterday, but looked like we were gonna get at least an inch there as well. All right, yeah, let's check this gauge, see what we'll call our total here. You know, didn't quite get to an inch here. It was right, well, it wasn't much less than that. We were down here yesterday morning, but by that time it was just a real light drizzle, but good rain nonetheless. And also, as I pointed out a dozen times, we did catch about a ½ inch rain here like a month or so ago that we didn't get at home, so weren't quite as desperate. Well, and two, we don't have near as many animals grazing here as we do at home, or at least we didn't until we started buying some of these calves over the last few weeks. But yeah, forage situation is still good here, much better than for the cows at home. Everybody waiting for breakfast. Say everybody, we'll see if we've got our 2 strays up here or not that we were looking for in the last video. But yeah, we had those 2 calves. We narrowed it down to number 8 and number 10 they hadn't been hanging out with the rest of the herd. Well, update you, when I filmed on Wednesday, I don't remember if it was Thursday or Friday, we actually did finally lay our eyes on number 10. He was back hanging out with them, still being a little bit goofy. He's a red. I'm just trying to look and see here as I drive through them. But the number 10 calf, your guess is about as good as mine. We'll count and see if miraculously he's up here with them today, but I don't know. If I was sitting here guessing where he might be, there's 2 back that way. No, I can already tell that's not them. If he's not in here with them again today, I think the calf is most likely in the next pasture. And we went in there and looked around a little bit. I guess it was on Friday morning. You know, just he got through a bad spot in the cross fence, and just he's a loner and he has no desire to find his way back to this crew. You know, next most likely would be, maybe he died. Maybe he's laying in a gully somewhere where I hadn't been able to find him. We have walked every bit of this pasture they're currently in over. We would have not found him. We would have definitely smelled something if he had been dead. Now, again, could he be in the next pasture and then got in there and died? Maybe, because I hadn't been out and walked every inch quite as much. I think least likely is that he's out running loose somewhere. Somebody would have called, unless they've been checking cattle prices and got him pinned up and said, well, we could call around and see whose missing calf this is, or we could put him on a trailer and take him to town and make a little money, but I doubt that. Not a lot of folks around here that have, equipment and whatnot to even do that. Yeah, number 10 is going to be that red one. Yeah, right there. Kind of being a goofball. All right, we'll get some feed put out for them, get a head count, and I'm assuming we're going to be one short. Still that number 8, but maybe not. It's coming, y'all be patient. Yep, only 36 head accounted for today. Only 35 in here because that goofy number 10, he kind of spooked and then won't go in here and just walk off all by himself. That just irritates me. I mean, it's just not normal cattle behavior. They're herd animals. They want to stay together. They want to be with other cattle. And he, as far as health-wise, looks perfectly fine. Neely, get in here. Yeah, he kind of did this on Thursday, or I think it was actually Friday, when I got Kaylin to take the kids to school so I could spend a little more time down here looking for them before going into the office. And yeah, he was kind of up here with everybody else, like, all right, that's cool. Then I fed him, and then I was looking around and trying to find the other one. And before I knew it, I was in the woods walking around, and here he just comes. He was just coming through the woods all by himself. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, just had no desire to be with the rest of the herd. So almost got half a mind if we're headed back to the sale barn at any point, just load him up and get rid of him. Nothing wrong with him physically. He's just a goofy calf, and I don't want to be stressed about it for the next 3 or 4 months when every day we're 1 or 2 short because those goofballs don't want to come up to the feed bunks. 2, if he's not going to eat, you know, he'll gain weight just simply grazing, but he won't gain and keep up with the others that are also getting, you know, roughly 1% of their body weight, you know, in our mixed feed. Yeah, he came off back this way. I was going to look for him or try to drive him and push him back that way, but yeah, I understand, you know, there's always, oh, look, turkeys. You always have some that are a little easier to spook, and they'll stand there outside of the pen until you're done. You know, a lot of times maybe even until I, you know, get in the Jeep and start to drive away. But he doesn't even do that. Like, he was standing there about like that, but then before I could even get done feeding, he just started walking off back here all by himself. Like, forget you guys. I don't need any company. I don't know. Just a total loner. All right. And yeah, and we still don't know what to think of the other one. I don't know. I'm kind of really of the mind, if we ever do find that calf and get it in the pen, again, just be done with it. Load them up, take them to town, and be honest with them. Say nothing, no illnesses or anything. These two are just, they're spooky, they're goofy, they're not going to stay with the rest of ours. I'd rather send them home. Let somebody have them that's going to dry lot them, keep them pinned up, and then it won't matter. But I guess, yeah, what I'm rambling on, you know, we haven't used either of our other 2 biggest pastures on that farm since end of June, basically, you know, back before we sold the big group. So the calves we fed at the beginning of this video, the ones we just bought a week and a half ago, we're going to move them down to that farm on Wednesday. That's my tentative plan. Let them, you know, take a couple days, kind of get acclimated, get used to those other calves. Then maybe by next weekend, we'll move them back into that next pasture. My hope, if I'm, you know, playing it out in my head the way I hope it goes, that's when that you know, number 8 calf will show back up. You know, he's been in that pasture just chilling all by himself, and you know, nothing's happened to him. He'll group back up with them, and maybe even after a day or two of figuring out, oh, this feed that he puts in these bunks actually tastes kind of good, you'll kind of slowly get them to you know, cooperate and come up and eat with the rest of them. And then they can just exist, and we'll hold them with the whole group until January or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I don't, part of me is like, I should be a lot more worried about that calf, but we've reasonably done about all we can to try to find him. And, you know, beyond that, it doesn't do me a whole lot of good just sit there and worry myself to death over it. Girls are going to Mississippi to do a little horsing this morning. The boys are going to Mississippi play a little baseball this morning. So I'm gonna help them get the trailer hooked up. Need to move the lawnmower so we can do that. Have not moved the lawnmower in nearly 2 months because, well, it hadn't rained. The yard's burnt up and crispy, and I just swore, I was like, I'm not gonna cut the yard till it rains. So looks like we might be mowing the yard a little later on this week. But anyway, get this baby moved, and they should be down here any second. Cause yeah, they claim they're leaving in 13 minutes. So I have my doubts that they're gonna be down here and ready to go that quickly, but we're gonna get this thing moved anyway. Oh no, I'd say battery might be dead. It nearly was. We'll see if she'll start again. I'm gonna have to give her a hard time. She's got a camera. I know better than to do that. Oh, she way overcompensated. I don't know what camera, I don't know what you're doing, but that, not even close. Do you need a man?
I can't see it.
She can't see it. She's gonna have to go to the optometrist this week. I think the mistake she made, and I kind of did it too, is using the camera to guide yourself all the way back rather than just using it to get it just right. And I still missed it. Well, now she gets to give me a hard time. Should have her nailed now. Oh, nailed it. Load her first, I assume. Girl pie. Here, I'll let you do it. I'll help Kimber. Got her, Kimber? Tires are all good. Hope y'all shutting them up.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was mid-50s this morning, but it's warming up quickly. I'm gonna come out of the sweatshirt before we know it.
I just don't know. I don't know that it'd be different if we needed it, I guess.
Come on, come on. Yeah, yesterday when Willis was playing ball, it was super overcast, like low 60s, wind was blowing, it was like misting, sprinkling rain off and on. I was chilly. I was wearing long sleeves and blue jeans.
We'll be back later. I ride 11, she rides at 12, and then probably be back here about 1:32.
Okay, so y'all will beat us home because Willis plays at 12:45. Oh yeah, we're gonna. The little chicken coop will be full again. I had to go buy eggs this morning. I'm bad about Logan raises a bunch of eggs, but I never think to grab any from him. So
I'm gonna go get those chickens from that lady right when we get home.
Okay.
But other than that, that's all I got planned.
Yeah, because we'll be. I mean, hopefully Willis keeps winning and we're playing till late this evening. But even the earliest we could be home would be. They play at 12:45. That if they lose that one, they'd be done at 2. Yeah, we won't be home for 3 at the very earliest.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully not until about 6:30 or so tonight. It's kind of the juxtaposition, if that's maybe the right word, you're in with this tournament ball. It's like you want to win, obviously, you play to win. But you know, the kind of consolation prize if you lose is, well, at least we're going to get home at a decent hour and we can get some stuff done this afternoon. All right, come on, y'all. Come on, Archie. Archie, you can't go. He is attached at the hip to Kaylin. Here. Y'all better jump in. Jump in, because he's going to try to jump in with you.
I am.
No, Neely. No, Neely. All right, y'all be careful. Put out a couple more rolls of hay for this crew back here at the cow herd on Friday, which they really, as of yesterday, they're way over on the other end of the bottom. I don't think they'd even known we had put it out yet, but just since, I'm trying to think, when did I last check them? Yesterday afternoon. Yeah, they pretty much eaten up one whole roll. Hadn't quite attacked that one quite as much, but you'll ride around, see if see any new calves. These cows that we just bought are all you know, due to start calving on September 1, which of course, I guess we had 3 of them that went earlier than even they were supposed to, but we'll ride around and see if we got any surprises this morning. Well, this is lovely, and it just wouldn't be a normal day here at Hurricane Creek Farms if we didn't have trees on fences, and it did get a little rough, I guess night before last. Thunder and lightning woke us up, but yeah, broke a nice little top out of, that tree right there. And so fence not completely down, but yeah, we'll need to get a chainsaw back here at some point and get it off there. I don't know. Where's this cow going? She's made a big old bag. I don't think she's calved, but her wanting to walk off up there in the woods does make you wonder, like, does she have a calf stashed up there? We may investigate, but I don't think so. Yeah, what drew my attention, these cows are over here picking the leaves off this tree. It's probably the boss lady calling me. It is. Hello?
You have to come get Archie.
Babe, I'm way back here on Starnes Place now.
I'm sitting here. He followed me out the road.
Where are you?
At the zoo.
Well, it's going to be a few minutes before I can even get up there. All right. All right, well, because you can't turn around. All right, well, I'll be right up there. Bye-bye. Archie tried to follow her all the way out, and now she's all the way up at the main road. And, of course, she got the horse trailer. She can't back down. There's nowhere to turn around. Yeah, I'm like her. I would have thought he would have stopped and not tried to follow her all the way to town, but apparently he was that determined. He was going to Mississippi with them, whether he was riding or chasing them. All right, so we'll be back here to do another quick scan on these cows in a few minutes. Kimber took him back to the house?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, so, but you need to bring Kimber back.
all right. I didn't even see her, so she must.
Might be in the house.
Okay. After Kimber carried the dog back to the house, she decided to get in the side-by-side so that she didn't have to walk all the way back up there, and she got her brother with her so that he can then drive the side-by-side back to the house, which, yeah, makes me a little bit nervous, so I'm gonna go escort him back home. My gosh, it's just a circus around here most days. He's going extra slow, which I like, but oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. But let's see, he and I got to leave here in about 30 minutes as well. He does have his uniform on at least. I need to get changed. We don't know what time we'll be home this afternoon, so don't know that we'll get into much more farming today other than routine chores later this evening. So may kind of wrap this video up right here. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't get a lot done today, got our basic chores done, but only had one video for you guys last week, was determined to get back on our regular schedule. Check back with us middle of the week. We're gonna be moving those 18 calves down to the other farm to graze with, well, calves we've already got down there. Don't think we'll be cutting any hay just because, well, next Saturday I'll be at a ball field all day. We could cut on Wednesday and bale on Sunday. Probably what I'd rather do is wait, maybe cut next Sunday to bale the next Wednesday. We'll see, you never know. Plans are always subject to change and always dependent on the weather. I hope this little rain we got, maybe that's a signal that, you know, our pattern's breaking a little bit and we may get a few more consistent rains here and there, so that's always a challenge when it comes to the hay. But yeah, that said, I think, you know, nice and cool this weekend. I think we're back up in like the mid 90s a week from today, so probably a signal that our weather pattern is going to kind of get right back, you know, to where typical late summer. But all right, dude,
I have to put my belt
get your belt on.
and then my cleats are in the car.
I think y'all are wearing the blue hat, but we'll take both hats just in case. But yeah, I don't even know some days. Yeah, and I don't think there's much rain in the forecast, so I'm afraid that, I mean, and we're extremely grateful for that inch of rain. And it, I mean, ground's pretty good and wet right now. But if we're back up in the 90s with no more rain for, you know, the foreseeable future, we're gonna get dry and crispy again real quick. But anyway, that rain will help with a little bit of hay that, you know, getting its green back up, maybe get a little more growth before we get this last cut and taken off. But anyway, I've rambled on here at the end. I'm not sure what we're gonna be eating for dinner tonight. That's a long way away. Well, it's not even quite 9 a.m. I did eat a little flank steak last night for supper. Yeah, I don't know, we may do burgers tonight. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. I'll quit rambling right there. Y'all eat beef and God bless.